Welcome back to Constantly Chaotic. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well.
Oh, we're starting?
Yeah. Get it together! So what's up? What's new? How was your day? I worked it with you, so. But I guess there's two different perspectives to everything. Are you gonna talk? Like, what's going on?
I'm feeling camera shy all of a sudden.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Please tell me you're kidding.
Can we start over?
Are you kidding?
No.
No, fuck that. Why are you camera shy? Please tell me you're kidding.
I wouldn't joke about that, but alright, that's fine.
Do you? We are not starting over. Fuck that entirely. Absolutely not. It is a third podcast and you're camera shy for what? Are you being serious, Keith?
Yeah.
He saw how ugly he was in the first two.
I am actually. I'm a hideous human being, so that's
Absolutely not. Explain what that just was. And the dirty looks that you shot me. So
the dirty looks were unintentional. I'll be honest.
You did them twice, so I doubt it was unintentional.
I feel more vulnerable than usual because the environment that the people don't see is more open than it usually is.
What are you talking about? It's the same shit.
No, it's not. There's more people here than there usually are. And I'd rather them see my hatred and my bitterness after the fact, not while it's happening.
What?
I thought I did a good job explaining it.
Say it again for me, because I literally just like...
Yo, I spit my water out. Oh my god.
Please explain that to me. So you rather act the fool in front of multiple people instead of by yourself?
As a matter of fact, what I said was the exact opposite.
Okay, so that's why I zoned out, because I was thinking about 25 ways to curse you
Like,
out.
if people are around, it infringes upon my creative outlet.
So, but you're... What? Keith, if people are around, it infringes on your creative outlet, so you're less creative when people are around.
No, I just get shy and nervous.
When people are around?
Yes.
So who's around right now for you to get shy and nervous?
The big guy.
But Keith, people implies more than one person.
Listen, fine. You don't want to start over, don't start over.
I'm not starting over!
To anybody watching this right now,
I'm sorry
I
about
genuinely want to know what the fuck is wrong with you. And I want you to take notice
You
of
just
it.
had the biggest bipolar moment in your life!
It's chaos. But look, this isn't even a joke, okay? The camera's lighting is actually really good. I want you to look at this. Look at this side of my head. Now I want you to look at this side of my head. Do you notice a difference? You people and your fucking returns piss me off so much that I've been pulling the right side of my head because I'm left-handed and I do most things with my left hand. So my right hand is always grabbing my head. And this is what happens. This is stress. This is aggravation. This is you and your fucking Amazon returns and your retarded stupidity. So I had a weak moment when I actually sat down and I got calm and I was relaxed because my work day is over. But I forgot I have more work to do letting you people know how much I hate you.
But why is that work? Work implies something that you don't like doing.
It's just a lot of energy. But this needs to be done. Like, this is important. This is God's work.
Yeah, I get that. But, like, the reason why you got shy doesn't make sense to me. I'm still kind of on that. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's talk about something that's not relevant. What would you like to know?
That's every episode.
I don't get it. Like, you literally said the reason that you got shy was because your creativity was infringed
I
upon.
don't like change. It's one of my weaknesses that my psychiatrist will have to analyze someday about me.
Whoever decides to take him on and whoever...
I'm not used to people being around while we're doing this. So even just one person, it threw me off my game. But
Keith,
don't worry.
What?
I'm talking to them. What is your problem?
What?
Okay, explain your what. Just stop.
You're not making sense to me. I'm sorry.
I don't need
maybe
you
this,
to understand. Look at my hair. Look at
maybe
my
this
hair.
iced macchiato, which for some reason I don't know how I feel about it because it feels burnt to me. Just a quick anecdote. It feels burnt to me, and I like the dark roast coffee, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about this. I was trying to get back on coffee, but I got almond milk on it, so like it's less calories and less lactose infringement. But you just said when we do this, it's never quiet.
Yeah, but usually people are behind closed doors doing stuff like they're not like out here.
And there's no one here.
There was when we started.
Who?
You want me to drop names? What do you mean, who?
I mean, but you know what I mean. There's no one
I was
here.
temporarily thrown off. Excuse me. I'm fine now. Can we get to the show and stop analyzing my first minute of hesitation?
I mean, sure, but you need stronger pills in this case because...
No, I need some pills at all.
All right, let's talk about what's frustrating you and this hair that you purposely made to make you look crazier.
You ever see that Jim Carrey thing where he goes like that?
Yeah, is that your inspiration? Is that why do you relate
I actually
to
don't really
Carrey?
like Jim Carrey. He was good in a few movies, but I generally don't like him.
I love that man.
And
okay, I don't love him. I intensely like him. I liked him in Evan Almighty. I liked him in The Mask. I liked him as the Riddler.
Are you sure he was in Evan Almighty?
Bruce Almighty, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Actually, he probably was in Evan
No,
Almighty.
I don't think he
just
was. No, he wasn't. I think it was the one who does The Office.
Yes,
Yes.
Steve Carell. That was all about.
See, I know my shit.
I mean, you got it wrong in the first place.
But I corrected myself. You
No,
look like
I
a fucking
I
don't-
corrected
Don't
you.
talk to me about getting shit together.
I corrected you.
Get your hair together, sweet honey.
No, I'm actually keeping it because I want to look like shit right now. I want these people to know what they've done to me.
What have the viewers and listeners done to you?
I'm assuming they're part of the problem. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but whatever.
Most likely that you are, but continue. Okay, so Jim Carrey. You don't like Jim Carrey? I think he was great in The Riddler.
I will agree with that, but let me tell you something about
In The Riddler,
about James
Batman
Carrey.
Forever as The Riddler.
He was in that movie. What was it? Superheroes. It was like the movie about all the kids that were superheroes, and so he's in the movie. He gets his I'm a big star in this movie paycheck, and then he decides to shit all over his own movie and say, "Oh, I don't believe in the violence." Like after the fucking bullshit he's done, he has this existential crisis. But he cashed a check. He was fine with cashing that check, but he shits all over his own movie talking about how it promotes violence. And now he's right back to it doing God knows what. I don't like him. I don't
Is he?
Is he not in the Sonic movie?
Is he the son? Oh yes, he is.
Is that
He
not
looks-
how we started this?
He looks hilarious in that movie.
Oh, he looks hilarious, but that's biology. That has nothing
no,
to do
he
with
looks
how
like
funny he
he
actually
looks like
is.
a really fun guy in that movie.
He's over the top. He's too much. I don't generally find him funny.
He's too much.
I
want you to hear what you said. You don't like him because he's too much.
Yeah, he's like fake. Like he overacts.
Oh,
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of overacting.
The irony in your statements right now is beyond me.
I would imagine irony is not the right word to use in
Probably
this
not, but you
situation.
get what I'm saying.
No, actually, I really don't. Are you implying that I overact?
Not at all, sweetness. It's okay. Who you are is lovely. Continue.
Okay. All right. So, anyway, I don't like Jim Carrey because I generally just don't find him funny. He's too
Okay.
much. Me, Myself, and Irene. I like that movie. I actually had something happen to me in real life that happened to him in that movie, and it cracked me up. He was getting on the shopping line, right? And he had like 2 or 3 items in his hand, and then someone says, "Oh, would you mind if my wife goes in front of you?" And he's like, "Sure." And she has like 3 fucking shopping carts filled with stuff, and he just completely flips out. And that's, I think, the first time in the movie that he's the dark half of himself.
Also, you're mentally unstable.
So one time I'm in the supermarket, right? And
Honesty is the best policy with ourselves.
I have like 2 items. I'm just trying to get out of there. Someone had said the word snow, so everyone was having this fucking panic attack. And this old man just like boxes me out like in a basketball game. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I couldn't understand a word he said, but all of a sudden his old wife just starts running, hobbling along with the shopping cart filled with more bread than one family could possibly fucking eat. And I'm
debatable.
Like, you really would not let me go to cash out my 2 items. I think one was an eggnog and one was a thing of pepperoni.
Not eggnog.
Like a carton of eggnog. A carton of eggnog. 2 things, and that was it. I would have been out of there. But instead, I had to wait for this guy.
Was
Here's
there no
the worst
express
part.
line?
What he deserved was me punching him in the fucking mouth. But if I do that, I'm the bad guy because, he took advantage of this old man. Or, on the flip side of that, if this old guy kicked my ass, now I'm the guy who got beat up by an old guy. That's what's called a no-win situation. So I cursed under my breath, I stormed off, and I let him and his ugly hag of a wife have that win because there was no way I could win in that scenario. So when I saw that particular part of that particular movie, I thought that was hilarious because I could relate. And then I think he did something where he got on the mic and said the woman was buying Vagisil to embarrass her. And
was there an express line in the supermarket that you were in?
Yes, and it was longer than any other line.
But it was an express line, right?
You get that I had 2 items, right?
Express line. You get that it's an express line means that it's.
Are you actually taking the old man's side?
It's usually 20 items or less. So why were you in the regular line?
I hope that happens to you someday.
And it has.
I hope you're in a rush and someone unnecessarily cuts you. I was there first. I want to point out I was there first. And the old man got in front of me to stop me because he knew I wasn't going to walk into him so that his lady could run in front of him. So by all rights, I should have done. I should have checked out first because I was there first. And the only solace that I have is the fact that there's a decent chance that both him and his ugly hag of a wife are fucking dead right now. What, you have nothing to say to that?
No, you look lovely right now. I just like you to, both physically and vocally.
Sarcasm serves you well. I purposefully don't want to look good right now because I don't feel good right now.
I don't know, that's not the way I'm referring it. I want you to listen to what you just said. You just wish 2 people were dead because they cut you in line. A line that apparently you thought you had first dibs on when you have a mouth that God gave you for you to say, hey, excuse me, I was here first, or assert your dominance in that situation. But what, you got mad because...
He didn't speak English.
So you got mad because 2 older people took advantage of you when you should have been in the express line to begin with?
They did, and I should have beat the shit out of them.
When you should have been in the express line to begin with because you had only 2 items, so why the fuck were you in a regular line is beyond me. But...
You people get that he wasn't there, right? He has decided there was an express line
I asked you.
should have used.
I asked you if there was an express line. You said yes, so therefore my point is valid.
It's a supermarket. Whether it was open or not, I don't think it was.
You just said there was, and you said it was longer than before, so what was it?
They had one. I don't know if it was open.
Was it open or was it not?
I don't know.
So why would the express line be open if it was closed?
I'm focused on the fact that I got fucked by this old couple. I didn't care about the express line.
Was it?
You're walking by,
was it a good fuck? Was it a good fuck? Like, was it one of those fucks that you like go back for more, or was it like one of those fucks where it was like a hit it and quit it?
Speaking of old people that I wish dead, I want to tell you how I started my day yesterday. Yes, I unlocked the door 1 minute late. With a margin of error of 1 minute.
I opened
on
it
a very, you weren't there on time.
I came in at 8:30.
I was supposed.
Yeah.
They don't need to know the time. The point is I wasn't supposed to be opening alone. I'm okay that I did. It's fine. But the point is, I'm tired.
Concerned?
I'm stressed.
Did I look bothered by what you said?
I'm working long hours. I'm dealing with stress. And the other side of this is that I opened the door 1 minute late. Do you know how many places wouldn't have even opened in the hour it was supposed to? But we opened 1 minute late. As a result of all of the stress and frustration I was under. And I still gave this woman who just looked like a fucking bitch the biggest smile I could muster. And I said, "Good morning, how are you today?" And without saying a word, she just... and walks in. I say, okay, whatever. Maybe she was cold. Maybe her dry twat was itching and bothering her, whatever. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. But then she comes in.
Why do you have to use those words?
I give her receipt. I tell her to have a good day, and she snatches it out of my hand and walks out of the store. I don't know what her possible rush was, that she had to return that ASOS bag. Maybe they were having a Golden Girls rerun marathon or something.
Golden Girls
she just, that's fine. Well, you can record it now. Maybe she doesn't know how to use that stuff because she's old.
On the Twitter.
And maybe she'll never see this. She probably won't because she probably doesn't even know how to spell computer. Or she's not technologically savvy, like everyone likes to say because they think it's funny. It's not funny. But I add you onto the list of old people that I wish were no longer with us. Listen, Miss Positivity, you have plenty of opportunity here to talk about sunshines and daisies and rainbows, but all you're doing is criticizing me. This show is going to be more negative than positive, and it's going to be entirely your fault.
I'm not criticizing shit. You're just talking out of your asshole completely.
Because I've had enough.
I mean, I get that, and I'm sorry, but like, you let people do this to you. That's like just the truth. Like if she would have looked at her watch, I'd have been like, what time is it? And then if she would have snatched it out of my hand,
yes,
I would have said, we don't snatch. I was like, please don't snatch that.
And then we'll get a bad review that I
don't give a fuck.
Of course, because you're not the one that has to deal with them. I am.
Our other co-worker was getting disrespected by a customer, and I said, are you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm good. I was like, great, so am I.
It's funny because I actually talked to him about that scenario.
And he wouldn't pay attention. He didn't give a shit about it.
He knew what was going on. He's not an idiot. I don't know why you think he's stupid. He knew damn well that woman was disrespecting him. But he's just... Him and I were on the same page where it's like, I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to let it aggravate me.
Okay, here's the thing about people. People assume that just because you say something about something that it bothers you. It just, there's an intolerance for the shit that she was acting like a tough shit when she knew she wasn't.
Give the little whiny baby what they want. Give them a little pat on the bum, and they leave.
I'm
and
not
they're
that type
gone.
of parent.
Yeah, and then you're holding up the line. You're getting into a fight, and then before you know it, the black woman thinks you're racist, and I'm answering the customer complaint about it. That's a true story. That's a true story, by the way.
Is that your fucking golden star about your life?
He did not do anything wrong except what he just said. Like, it provoked when you don't need to provoke. Just
I don't provoke when
let
it's to
people
provoke.
be bitches.
But you're not going to talk to me fucking
Kill them with
disrespectful.
kindness.
Fuck that.
Let them know that you're the better person, and you don't have to fight with them.
I'll smile in your face when I'm calling you a bitch. That's my killing you. But I'll smile in your fucking face.
Based
Fuck
on
that.
Experience, my way works better.
That's fine. Your way works better, but look at you. Look at you, acting a goddamn hot-ass mess, talking about people dying and shit because you have all this repressed anger inside of you. Yeah, look what it does to you. Look at me. I'm sipping my iced macchiato, which I'm convinced is burnt, but I still like it anyway.
Okay.
Next topic. What else would you like to talk about, Mr. Badness?
I've been doing most of the W. What would I like to talk about? I can keep going if you want.
I mean, please, because you're over-talking me right now, so it's fine. I love it. It's great. It fulfills me. It makes my heart jump with joy.
I can actually smell that coffee on your breath. I see what you're saying about the burnt.
Right? It smells burnt.
It does. It's not horrible. Like, it's not like bad breath. It's better than your usual breath. But I can actually sense the burnt, so I know what you're talking about now. Please, what would you like to tell people here?
Well, in positive aspects, what can I talk about that is positive? There's so much shit that's going on that's so positive, honestly. I can't even... This morning, I came in like a bitch. Let me tell you, I was in my feels. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in the darkness. But it wasn't for too long because I overanalyzed every fucking thing. So, I was in the darkness, but I spoke myself out of it. And
I also helped pull you out of your mood, too.
As I said. So I was pulled out of it, of course, with his help because I needed such dire help. Because, you know, I was just inconsolable. So, oh my god, I'm in love with YouTube right now, to be quite honest with you.
You say that every
week. Because I really am. I really fucking am. Oh, I just started watching Schitt's Creek. Funny as shit, and I'm only on episode 3.
That's with the guy who looks like our old boss?
No. There's no one bald and decrepit.
Isn't, oh, what's his name? He was in Groundhog Day.
I never watched.
Chris Elliott.
No, Chris Elliott isn't in there.
You want to bet?
In Schitt's Creek? Really? What does he look like?
Talk about Schitt's Creek. I'm gonna
it's great. It's everything. It's great. There's this gay character. His name is Daniel, I believe. And he's so fucking funny. I love it. I'm still in love with Chris Clemens. His humor is completely and just everything I ever want to hear in my life. What else have I... There's just like so much shit that I've been in like really good spirits for. Oh, fuck Bayonetta 1 and hard mode. That's all I have to say about to you. Oh, him. The one that said hold my strong hand.
The guy who Chris Elliott, that's his name.
The one who said hold my strong hand in Scary Movie 1 or 2. Take my strong hand.
Just for the
That's
record,
Chris Elliott.
I
There
was
you go.
right. I was right. Okay.
No, it's fine. Take what little victories you need because apparently you need them more than I do. Anyway, as I was saying,
He's not a very gracious loser.
no, I'm a very sore loser. I'm a type A personality, which means I don't like to lose, and I don't like to lose to the minds of people like him. So it makes it that much worse.
Being a sore loser, though, is better than that sore you had on your fucking lip last week.
Says the human with mange and losing all his hair because of
I don't care. I don't
customers.
seek to be beautiful.
Neither do I, sweet honey. But at
Since
least
when? You know how many fucking selfies this guy takes every day?
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
That's fine, but just own it. You care about your...
I care the way I look because my family taught me to care. Give a shit about how I look to the public.
See how quickly he contradicts himself?
I don't contradict myself. No, you said I look to be beautiful. Look to be beautiful and keeping my maintenance is two different things. I would understand maintenance from you because you don't know what it is exactly with your mange and your fucking connected dots on your head. But we're not gonna go there, sweet honey. So, as I was saying, I'm in love with Burger King as well. I've been craving Burger King every fucking day, and I don't know why.
Same.
It's beyond me. But there's crack and there's cocaine in those Whoppers. I'm convinced they did this into the recipe, and I'm convinced they're just trying to get me fat. Also, carbs. Carbs is a
Did
great
you say get you fat?
or fatter. Sorry.
I'm fat too, by the way. I just don't pretend otherwise. I agree with you though. Burger King, they're very, very good, and that Impossible Whopper is surprisingly good.
Are you okay? That's not what is going. What are you going through? Something?
I'm going through a lot, actually.
Let's talk about it.
I already
Let's talk
did.
about it. Let's make this episode about you.
No.
What's going on with Keithy?
I'd rather
what's
not.
What's going on with you? What do you mean you'd rather not? You want to make passive aggressive digs and you want to make all these things. So let's go. Let's talk about you.
It's not really passive aggressive. I'm trying to be very aggressive. I'm not
But why
being
towards-
passive about it.
But why? What is hurting you?
Life is hurting me.
Agreed.
Amazon's hurting me.
I mean, yeah.
These people are hurting me. See, the problem is, and to your point earlier about me letting this take me over, you're kind of right about some of it. It shouldn't be there for me to let it bother me in the first place. My problem is that I care too much. That's my problem.
Is that what we're gonna call it?
Yes, the fact that like the day is coming when I don't have to deal with this on a daily basis anymore. But just because I don't
God
have
is
to
gonna
deal
rise
with it,
above soon.
I don't. We'll see about that. I don't know.
And pigs will fly, and then yeah.
Pigs actually do fly. Look it up.
Yeah,
but
where do they fly?
look it up. I'm telling you. Google pigs fly. You'll be surprised. It's a fucking amazing thing.
Absolutely.
I'm very good at poker, by the way. Just random anecdote. But what were we saying?
I don't know. You tell me, crazy.
I'm not crazy. You were saying something about oh yeah. So even when I don't have to deal with it anymore on a daily basis, it's still going to be there. And you're not going to have me here to report on it and try to change and make the world a better place.
Wait. You believe you bitching like this is making the world a better place?
I'm hoping that someone sees this and
And
they're
says
like,
what?
Wait a minute.
Why isn't that man
That's
medicated?
me. He's right. I am a stupid bitch. And
Oh!
it encourages them to want to be better. That's what I'm hoping for.
The only reason I'm saying this because you said that it's gonna motivate someone. Billie fucking Eilish. I know she's not a fan favorite about anyone, but I love Billie fucking Eilish. Also, another thing I've been in love with is Harry Styles' new album. Give it a listen. My fucking god, that album is the shit. It's the shit. Anyone who tells me otherwise, I'll listen to your opinion and I respect it. But let me tell you, that man knows what he's doing. Handsome man, by the way. Very handsome. He grew into a very fine man.
While we're promoting things, go see Star Wars Episode 9, December 20th.
Which is finally ending the fucking saga.
No, it's ending one arc of the saga.
It needs to fucking end all of it.
There will be more. That's probably...
So what are you inspiring the young children to bitch about?
No, Kevin.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm inspiring them to not return.
Wait,
to not
you're
be so
inspiring
stupid.
them to not bitch?
I'm trying to.
How? What? You need to lead by example in order to inspire.
Yeah, but this is a necessary evil. I have to bitch to end the bitching.
You need to bitch to end the bitching. This is
No change is made without
This isn't the
complaining.
Me Too movement. This isn't.
Did you just compare this to rape?
No, I compared it to the fact that you said you need to end the cycle. Are you talking about, really, you want to compare shit that doesn't make sense? Should we tell them what you compared your PTSD about boxes to?
I don't care. I am not embarrassed. I do have PTSD.
You should be.
It's a thing. It has not been formally diagnosed yet.
It's never going to be.
Yeah, it's called post-traumatic shipping disorder. I told you about this. I told you last time about the fucking lady with the box 2 blocks away, and I cringe. It happens. It's a real thing. I see boxes and I cringe. And I compared it to hearing the sound for Vietnam veterans. I have utmost respect for anybody in our military.
He compared
but it's a
his
similar
fear.
idea of a physical reaction to something.
He compared his fear to boxes to Vietnam veterans. Vietnam veterans. Hello.
I fucking hate you.
Hello. Bitch, when I heard that
It's an Amazon box, too. It's not even just a regular fucking box. It's an Amazon box.
Bitch. The fact that you are so convicted and you're standing by that stance is beyond me. I'm so sorry.
I stand by everything that I say,
so
except
sorry.
when I don't.
I'm so sorry. You have anything else to talk about? Anything that's causing you trauma?
Sure.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk.
Why don't we bring back the 3 things that I hate?
Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead. You are living your life right now, so please.
I mean, you don't have to do the 3 things that you love.
Continue. You're doing too much.
It would stretch the show out, though, if you did. But I don't care. I don't need you to love things for me to hate them. You know what I really, really hate, Kevin?
Please tell me.
Stupid, impatient people. And I will explain. You walk into the place, right? And you just don't want to wait in line. You double parked, you didn't pay that fucking dime because that was going to break your bank, and you want to rush everybody, but you got your shit together. I don't like you, you're annoying, but I get it. What I hate is the people who are online making snide remarks about having to wait all this time, looking out, and then they finally get to the counter, and then they say, oh, hold on a second, I have to look this thing up on my phone. Why the fuck weren't you doing that while you were online? You could save so much time. Just get up there, have whatever you needed ready to go. On all that time you were bitching about being on the line, and then I scan your thing, and you're out of there. Instead, now you wasted all that time complaining on the line, and you're still not ready. So you really have only yourself to blame, and now you're making everybody behind you wait, so you're a fucking hypocrite too. And I hate that more than anything else. Please, tell me something you love, Kevin.
Harry Styles' new album. I really do.
You already said that.
I know, but
and nobody cares
much.
about your obsession with Harry Styles.
I love
He's
it.
ugly. He looks like someone took someone that looked like they could have been a good-looking boy and just spilled fucking ink all over it, and now he looks like shit.
You have a thing against tattoos.
I don't like... No. To clarify, I don't like excessive tattoos. I've actually thought about getting one.
To me. That's so hard to me.
One, like a little fucking Triforce or something on my arm, or a little Jack Skellington head. Just something small, simple, and cute. When you cover your arm with so much shit that you can't even tell what the things are, that it's just a complete waste of time.
You can barely handle a headache, and you want to get a huge tattoo of Jack Skellington?
Who the fuck likes headaches? Headaches are one of the... I'd rather have my arm falling off than have a migraine. This is a physical pain that you can kind of deal with. This is inside. This is your brain, and it fucks up your cognitive thinking. Headaches are like the worst thing in the world. You show me someone who actually likes headaches, and I don't know what I'd do, but I'd be impressed.
As I was saying, Harry Styles, handsome man.
He was.
Is. We'll agree to disagree on that one. Beautiful album. I'm very proud of him. So, what's another thing that you hate?
People who throw liquid in the garbage can.
Me.
He does do that. And he claimed that being mad about it was a white person thing.
It is.
But he'll be very quick to call me racist when he put down white people. Just because you're making fun of white people doesn't mean it's not racist.
It's not racist.
But let me tell you something. You actually deal with the garbage, so I'll give you credit for that.
Like that's
But it doesn't make it right.
But
you
you're not
don't
the one
put
doing
liquid
it.
in the garbage,
But
especially when the garbage is so close to the sink. Just spill the liquid out and then throw it out. Because what happens is that liquid seeps out. Now, while you deal with the garbage, I deal with the garbage can, which now fucking stinks from all the liquid that seeped out of the bag and stained the inside of the garbage can.
Which hasn't happened.
It has. We actually got a new garbage can recently because of it.
But I deal with the garbage.
I deal with the can. I like the can.
You put a new bag in it.
Yes, and it stinks. That attracts things.
Okay.
Whatever. I can't stand it. And if you show me anyone besides you that thinks that putting liquid in the garbage can is fine and normal, then I fucking hate you too.
It's just not a big deal.
It's a huge deal. It makes a mess, it leaves a scent, and it attracts bugs and critters and all kinds of things that maybe other people enjoy, but I don't. I love animals, cats and dogs, but I don't like fucking bugs. I hate bugs. Bugs are proof that if there was a God that created this world, he was a fucking asshole.
You're really mad at everyone today.
Now tell me something that you love. Calm me down. Make me
I'm
happy.
not gonna fucking calm you down. It's not my job to calm you down. The fuck?
But it is your job to talk about things you love.
What is another thing that I love? Sorbet. I love a good sorbet. I mentioned that the first episode.
Yes, you did.
But this week, I'm assuming. Are you good? Are you good?
If I may insert my opinion here, the whole point is to say different things. Like, I'm not gonna repeat the fact. Like,
You just bombarded me with all the shit that you hate, and I'm listening to you like a good person would.
All right, talk about your sorbet.
No, it's fine. I don't give a shit about my sorbet anymore.
Apparently, you did enough
no,
to
I
mention
don't.
it
I
on
hate
two
it.
separate
I
shows
hate
as
it
one of the
now.
3 things that you love.
Mention another thing that you hate. Give me some time to think. That way I can do 2 things at once and just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Go ahead. What's another thing that you hate?
Why do Indian people start sentences with actually? And I don't care. No, it's an observation. They're the only ones who do it. They literally start a sentence with the word actually. And it happens all the fucking time. All the time.
What does it do to you?
It's annoying.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hi, how can I help you? Well, actually, I have 3 packages to return. That doesn't make sense.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Well, I came here to use the computer, but actually, I have 3 packages to return. That makes sense. You don't start a sentence with the word actually. And just for the, I'm not talking about, no, I mean like people who are from India.
You're fucking kidding me right now.
There's 2 different
You're
kinds.
kidding
You have
me.
to specify which one you're talking about.
You're kidding me, right?
It's a cultural thing, I guess. I don't know, but I've noticed that they're the only ones who do it, and it annoys me. As a matter of fact, I hate it. That's why it's one of the 3 things that I hate today.
You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm dead serious. It annoys me.
No, I'm just talking about how you separated to the both Indians.
Well, yeah, because you
Native
say
Americans.
that it means 2 different...
Native Americans.
Yeah, but that's not what people think. They hear Indian, they could think of one of 2
But you
things.
could have said, I'm not talking about Native American Indians. I'm talking about Indians who reside in India, who are from Indian descent. But you had to
Do you know which Indians I'm talking about?
Now I do, because you meant to be racist. And
Then I got my point across, and that was all I needed to do today.
Did you smoke something before getting here?
Actually, I've never
Did you do a
smoked
line?
anything.
Did you do a line of something?
No, the strongest thing I have ever done is alcohol. I've never even smoked pot. I probably should.
You probably should. Honestly, I would like to see you on some gummies. I would love to see you on some THC gummies.
Maybe we'll do one show one time while I'm completely fucking high.
Honestly, I would pay. I would pay myself to do that.
So you had all this time to think, as you requested.
This coffee.
I was hoping for something a little more oomph. Like the 3 things that I hate were very specific and targeting. Your thing is your stuff is boring.
I'm sorry, bitch, that I don't want to complain about everything under the fucking sun.
That's not your job. You're supposed to pump things up.
Oh, I have a
Love
job.
things.
I have a job. Interesting. Anyway, I don't know. I'm really like, no. Oh my god, my nose! I swear.
It's not as bad as it usually is.
No, it's not, which is good. Which means what I'm doing is working. Which I know how to take care of myself. But I'm gonna do this. This is be gross, but I don't have that go there at all. So if that takes off points, fucking take them off, bitch. What do I love recently? I really don't know. Not much bothers me at this point right now. I'm honestly, I'm in love with psychology. I've always been. What's something recent? Fuzzy slippers. And probiotics. Probiotics. I'm in love with probiotics. That's one of the things that I love. I know a lot of people don't believe in that shit. I know a lot of people don't think probiotics works, but bitch, let me tell you, I feel good about probiotics. I love good probiotics. I like the ones that I'm taking right now. They're from GNC. If I were you, I would go to your nearest GNC and go get some probiotics because I am in love with them. It is part of my regimen now, and
they don't pay us to promote them.
That's fine. You can take my line from the first show. It's fine. So what else is bothering you? Let's talk about all your negativity today. Let's get it out. What else is bothering you today? I'm an avid listener. You got me hooked.
I feel like I got a lot of what I had bottled up inside me out, and I am trying to feel better now and being a more positive person. But what's bothering me that I haven't mentioned?
I mean, fuck the positivity. You started off this shit camera shy. For what reason, I do not know.
Because there was someone standing right over there. And I didn't want to just get right into it.
What fucking difference does it make?
You don't need to understand it. You asked me a question, I answered it, that's it. Maybe they understand it because they're slightly intelligent, but then again, they're probably fucking Amazon.
Wait. So I don't understand your bullshit anxiety because that's what that was. It was shit that didn't make sense. Makes me less intelligent than the listeners who are just listening to this and probably agreeing how crazy you actually are.
I'm actually hopeful of the fact that more people are listening to this thinking, I get what he's saying. And that guy Kevin is really mean and nasty.
I mean, I welcome those comments. I really do. I welcome them with open arms. But like, how's your iced tea, by the way?
My iced tea is very good. I'm enjoying it very much. I'm not gonna waste one of the 3 things that I like on it.
Oh, you do those? I thought that was my job.
I
thought that was my job. I'm sorry. Are we switching careers now?
I'd probably do it better, but
do it. Show me how it's done.
No, it's really hard for me to come with it. You want me? You want me to say something that I love? I don't know if there are napkins
that usually
over there.
Continue.
3 things that I. It's kind of hard for me to come up with things that I.
You can do it better than me, y'all. You can do it better than me. So let's go.
Outer Worlds. It's a video game for those of you who don't know.
That he spends most of his life playing.
I spend an hour a day.
Most of his life.
That
bullshit.
I have no free time, and lately I go home and I just pass out because I'm so fucking tired from dealing with you fucking people all day. So actually, like last night, I didn't put it on.
It takes a lot of energy to be mad all the time.
It does. It's exhausting.
But yet you still do it.
I can't help it.
What do you mean?
I'm an empathetic person.
Empathetic,
people
my asshole.
Affect me.
Empathetic, no.
This isn't that kind of show.
Empathetic, my asshole. You let people affect you. People don't affect you. Let them affect you. Empathetic, my asshole. Empathetic, my entire live-long asshole. That you are empathetic.
I'm extremely empathetic.
Empathetic, my asshole. That's my stance on it, and I approve it. Oh, did you hear that? Did you see the Wonder Woman trailer?
Yes.
How do you feel about it? Apparently, people are bitching about the fact that she has wedges.
Wedges?
Yeah. She has, like, armored wedges.
People complain about everything. You know, you want to hear something really sad? When the first one came out, people were criticizing her because her tits were too small.
Well, yeah, because in the comics they made them huge. But like,
it's just a movie. Just shut the fuck up and enjoy the movie.
You can't fight crime with huge tits.
Exactly. They get in the way.
And if one pops out, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. Yeah, but I couldn't believe that was the like. If you said I watched the movie and the movie sucked, okay, fine, that's your opinion.
Exactly, like that. You took value to what was being portrayed. Like comic books, of course you're gonna have big tits in comics. Apparently, Deadpool's bisexual in comics as well. Him and Spidey apparently have like a little love thing.
Ooh. I don't know anything about that.
Apparently, that's what I've met. That's what I've read. It could be all.
That's probably one of your gay fan fiction stuff.
It honestly could be. And honestly,
Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland doing the horizontal mambo.
I can't picture that.
I've never heard of that before this moment right now. The Deadpool and Spider-Man.
Well, no, even in comics.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know.
Even in the comics, it was like seen as like Spidey having a crush on Deadpool or like both. I mean, like apparently Deadpool has like no like.
But Spidey's like hardcore in love with Mary Jane. Like, why would he?
Bullshit. I never believed that love story. That love story was shit to me. I'm sorry. I watched all 3 Spider-Mans, and let me tell you, I didn't give a shit about their relationship.
Watched all 3 Spider-Man. like that's the telling of Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire.
Yo, fuck Tobey Maguire. He cried so ugly.
Oh yeah, that was a meme for the longest time.
He cried so fucking ugly, that man. And I'm sorry, I'm not the best crier. I never watched myself cry, but I don't like that was bad.
It was
like,
yeah, people were ripping on that for years. Maybe if your full head was in the picture, they might be. There you go, do it.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, there it is. It's sparkling.
Look at that fucking glitter, nostril glitter. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I can't do much about it right now.
I'm just grateful that for whatever reason, that awful smell coming from your feet stopped. Because I thought I was going to have to be smelling your feet for this hour. I don't know. His feet just randomly stunk earlier today. Like he was standing next to me.
You're the one who didn't take a shower
smell
today. You're the one whose balls are nastier than the fucking dump in Bayonne. And I don't understand.
What? You don't know nothing about my balls.
Thank God for that.
Secondly, just because I didn't take a shower in the morning, I'm one of those people who showers at night.
Doesn't look like it, bitch.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Doesn't look like it, bitch.
I only shower in the morning if I'm expecting to get some play. I haven't had to deal with...
You haven't showered in the morning for a very long time.
Exactly.
Coming from me, bitch.
But yeah, no, his feet were fucking horrible.
No, they weren't.
No. You don't smell your own feet.
Yes, you
but
do.
We were both standing. For me to smell his feet while we're both standing
but I'm cognizant
and a few
of it.
feet away from each other, that's bad.
It's not.
And I was afraid, so I don't know if you did
We worked
something.
8 hours together. He smelled it in the last 30 minutes.
No, yeah, that's why I thought as the day was progressing, it was building up down there, and that it was going to stink for this whole show, but it hasn't been, and I'm grateful. There you go, that's something that I love. I love that your feet didn't smell like I thought they were going to during this show.
Would this be considered as bullying?
I don't know.
I don't think so, because, like, I don't know. I'm good. I'm fine. You know what? I'm kind of mad to get the frozen hot chocolate. Oh, I'm sorry, frozen chocolate.
You did say you wanted it. Why
I did say, but I don't know. I saw the calorie count on it for some reason.
Well, none of the shit from Dunkin' Donuts is low in calories.
No, it is. That was 120.
That sausage was surprisingly good, though.
What sausage?
I forget what it's called. It's like their version.
Oh, the
of
Impossible sausage?
Is that what it's called?
Whatever it's called, the plant.
No, it's the Impossible Whopper. And then
I haven't had it. You had it?
Yes, I did.
When?
Last Tuesday. Whatever day I came in early to go to the bank.
Okay.
I stopped on the way up there because I was starving. I hadn't eaten all morning.
And God forbid you don't eat because you let everybody and their mother know that you haven't eaten one morsel at all day.
What?
No, you have a tendency to let people know that you haven't eaten all day.
I mean, if I haven't eaten all day, why shouldn't I tell people?
Because why do you need to bitch about it?
If I'm physically sick and I'm shaking, they probably should know and not think that I'm
physically
dying.
sick and shaking. Bitch, when
I have low blood sugar, I shake!
I'm sorry, are you diabetic?
No, I'm human. Your hand never shakes when you haven't eaten. Then again, when have you not eaten? So yeah, okay, I get it. That's how you don't understand. But when normal people with normal biology don't eat for a period of like 12 to 18 hours, sometimes their hands shake. Especially if they've had anything with caffeine or sugar in it. That's how it happens. I challenge you to go 12 hours without eating and see how your body reacts.
You challenge me, huh?
I challenge you.
I do actually, and I actually go to the gym before eating. So actually, I don't eat for 16 hours.
Is that why your feet stunk? Because you went to the gym?
No, sweet honey, not at all. But what else do you have to say? I'm just so interested in what you have to say in this moment.
Oh, well, that's a switch. He just doesn't give a shit what I have to say.
I mean, do you hear the shit that's coming out of his mouth? My brain will mold and rot from anything he has to say. Like, I know some of you can pause it and escape it, but like, hello.
And if they pause it, they can just zoom in on my beautiful face. Look at my hair. Because of you people, right there.
What the fuck happened to you?
Life happened to me.
And why are you coming at me all of a sudden?
There's no way this picked up on camera, but I swear to God, he just spit at me. I'm coming at you. You literally just spit at me. How am I coming at you? Why are you sweating? Your nose is like...
Yeah. Imagine, do you have napkins over there? Because my fucking ass forgot to get some.
Pause for editing.
Yeah, you can edit that out, please, because nothing's logical is being said here. Please wipe the oil that I can make a fucking lasagna out of your fucking face, please.
Now see, why do I deserve that? And he says I'm coming after him.
You just called me fat saying, when don't I eat?
Hey, a lot of people, including one of our bosses, eats all the time, and he's a twig. Just saying you eat all the time doesn't mean that you're fat.
Oh, believe me, nothing.
I mean, that's a separate issue.
Nothing you say to me can offend me. I'm just really surprised that you took that.
It's better for your nose. It keeps from chopping.
Wow, we love a good support system. Also, Aquaphor. That shit is so bomb.
Thank you. It's right where he hit me, right here.
I hit you?
Brought to you by Dude Wipes.
Wait, Dude Wipes?
Dude Wipes, bro. You can't just use dry toilet paper.
Stupid shit. You don't use wipies when you.
No. Is that for like jerking off? Why that's what they call them, Dude Wipes?
I don't fucking know.
I'm
not even a full dude to begin with, so like I don't fucking know.
I guess you
can I have an extra one for later? No, I'm just kidding.
But no,
I prefer
you don't
raw
use wipes. You don't use wipes when you wipe your ass.
Of course I do. In fact, I'm the one who brings them into work.
That's true. I forgot about that. You use a really
God forbid you bring them in once. That's true though. I'm the one who brings them in. And you're like, you don't use wipes? I'm the one who provides them for you. What the fuck just happened?
Why are you screaming like a fucking?
I don't know, because the background just attacked me.
Do you need to be medicated? Like, do you need a gummy? Do you need a blunt? Do you need something?
I don't need one, but I want one right now.
I'm like highly concerned.
Usually you have to be high for the background of your show to start attacking you like that. I'm getting it stone cold sober right now.
Keith, oh my fucking God. You are a hot ass mess. You know what you sound like?
You just said I was hot. You take the compliments from wherever they come.
You know what you... Oh my God. I hope all of you are enjoying it. I'm enjoying this a lot. Please don't think I'm like getting bullied or saddened by this. This is actually like...
How are you being bullied? You ripped apart my entire life essence and I'm just sitting here going along with it. Why? Because I implied that you were fat? I'm bullying you?
I ripped apart your entire life essence? I ripped apart your entire life essence.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right, yeah. You blamed me because these fucking people with their Amazon returns bother me. Apparently, I'm not supposed to have a feeling about it.
I never said you couldn't. Your feelings are very valid, actually, and I'm glad you're expressing them.
Thank you, but I don't need you to tell me my feelings are valid.
But what I do need you to do is knock it down a few levels because you're not that bitch and I am. So let's just cool it, shall we?
So you do what you need to do then.
I will. I always do. You let me know when you're done.
I'm waiting for you to talk about something positive.
I haven't.
You have really been failing.
I haven't. You cut me off at every single time that I do.
Okay, I'm talking about like real serious things, and you're like, oh, one of the things I like is my drink.
Oh, the Women's Music Awards just happened. A lot of really good women just... Oh, I just learned that Brandi Carlile is a lesbian, and I fell even more in love with her.
Of course.
She is a great musician, if you haven't heard her, but she's a great musician, and she's a lesbian, and has 2 daughters, and has a brilliant sense of humor.
Why do gay people love other gay people just because they're gay?
Did you not? Okay. Listen to what you just said, and listen to the things I said. At what point did I just mention her homosexuality?
You just said that you found out she was a lesbian and you love her
and
more.
I fell more in love with her, which means that I loved her before finding out that she was a lesbian. So
right, but now you like her even more just because she's a lesbian.
Of course. Support your community. What the fuck? I know you're Caucasian, so it's like hard for you to imagine you supporting your community because they never needed support. But here's the thing. Yeah, that's what we do for people in our community.
I'm just saying, I don't
Any question
care.
from the peanut gallery?
I don't care whether you're straight, bi, black, white, red, or green. I like you or I don't like you based on whether or not I like you or I don't like you.
But Keith, your argument is saying that
Carrie Elways. I'll use him as an example again. I love Carrie Elways. If I found out, and I don't like him more because he's straight.
Okay, listen to your argument. Listen, your argument is that my basis of liking her is because she's a lesbian.
It was a factor. You admitted on this camera that was a factor.
I loved her prior.
Right, and now you love her more.
Because of her music. Because of her music.
And you love her more because she's a carpet munch.
Because she's a lesbian.
I'm sorry. That is one thing I will apologize. I don't know why. I've always loved that expression.
Of course you do.
But if that offended it, well, you know what? If it did, fuck you too. I don't care. But I like that. I like carpet munch. I always have. Plus, because when I first heard it as a kid, I didn't know what it meant. And then when I finally got it, it was one of those things where I remembered from 2 years earlier when I heard it, and I was like, ah, that's what he meant. You ever have a moment like that? Where you actually remember something that you didn't get at the time, and then you just flash back to it when you finally figure out what it meant? Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, of course.
Can you provide an example?
No. But it's happened to me. But I can't provide an exact example because I'm not like you that holds on to everything, but
Okay. Having a good memory and holding on to things.
bitch, you have a selective memory. You have a very selective memory. Don't play this game with me. You have a very selective memory about what the fuck you want to remember when you want to remember it.
Trauma causes some people to block certain things out. I don't know if that means that I have a selective memory, but
okay, when did we ever talk about you forgetting something? You just said you block things out. Selective was when you call upon things. Trauma blocks memories. You call upon memories. So what are you blocking when you call upon memories?
Then I need an example here. What are you trying to say about me?
That you're a moron.
I'm not a moron. I'm actually very
You're talking
smart.
out of your entire asshole.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I don't do things half-ass. I do it full-ass.
Well, I love Brandy Carlisle. She won a Trailblazer Award, so congratulations to you. Nicki Minaj won an award. She has grown so much, and just amazing woman. Rosalia won. I love Rosalia. Rosalia just feeds my Spanish soul so much. She sings like gypsy, like very gypsy-ish music, and it's just
Like Hunchback
in my core zone. No, it's very like
What is a gypsy? Like
someone who likes to travel a lot. So it's very nomadic.
That's like a female nomad?
No, gypsies are like they don't settle in one place for too long. They're very nomadic. They're like they don't find home in one place.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought gypsy implied some sort of like magical insight or some connection with the ethereal realm or something.
Well, they do have a higher spiritual they believe that they have a higher spiritual connection. So that's also not a wrong assumption.
Don't encourage the rap. We don't need to encourage rap music here.
Rap music is the shit. What the fuck
I
are you talking
can't.
about?
Oh my god.
Especially in the 80s and 90s. Fuck
Okay, I'll give you that. But
even now,
the shit they have out there now is actually. I don't want to piss off anyone who might.
No, the rap music now is bomb. Megan Thee Stallion. Hello. Fuck a bitch up. I love Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't know what that is.
He doesn't know quality, so it's fine. Another thing that I love, since I got interrupted once again, the music awards from women happened, so congrats to all the women out there.
Why do they need their own award show?
Because they deserve it. What do you mean?
Could you imagine if there was an award show just for men?
Yes.
It would be sexist and misogynistic, and people would shit all over it.
It's something to give respect to the women in the music industry, which is already hard enough for them to get props and recognition in.
I feel like having a separate show just for women is implying that women aren't good enough to compete with men. And I disagree
But
with that.
rap- but
I
music-
think that women should be treated
But
equal.
music is a male-dominated field. So,
Well, tell the honeys to get to stepping.
what? Tell the honeys to get to step in? What the fuck are you
I was trying to
talking
make
about?
it sound rapish. Did I do it right? I'm not gonna call them bitches. I'm not. That's not.
Oh,
who I am.
that's so above you. That's so below you. You can't call them bitches.
Absolutely.
After everything you said
I
in this
respect
podcast
everyone.
today, you can't call someone a bitch, but you just called old people certain words. You said all these things about older people, but you can't call them bitches.
I said something about a specific older person, not old.
Who was a
people in
woman?
general.
Who was a woman?
Yeah, she was an old, ugly hag.
And somehow he
Sorry.
can't say bitches. Y'all.
Hope is dead.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the podcast today. It was like lovely, and I wish that you were here to feel the energy in the room. Because let me tell you something, I've learned so much today, and without him, I wouldn't have gained the knowledge that I have now. So hope you have a lovely, lovely night. Like, comment, please. Feedback is always welcome. Is there anything you'd like to say to the public?
Yes. As opposed to what you said, I don't give a shit whether or not you liked it. I appreciate, though, for joining me on this journey, this hour of therapy that I desperately needed after the week that I had. And
Mental health is important, y'all.
It is.
Mental health is important.
there was something I wanted to ask the people watching, but I can't for the
Of
life
course,
of
you
me
can't
remember
for the
what it
life
was.
of you remember.
I can't remember what it was.
But you can remember what the fuck happened when you were in diapers.
What does that have to do with anything?
That you're fucking all over the place.
It's chaos. That's like
That's why I said
we
it.
named it this. It's not. We're not supposed to have a form or an order. Listen, again, I don't really care. He cares if you like the show. I don't. But I will thank you for joining us. And remember what I always say: shit happens, and then you flush.
Au revoir.